What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lightwork, and today we're going to be talking about the X Factor and why teams were left out of having an X Factor on their team. Now, first and foremost, I would like to say thank you for all the love and support that I have been getting from everyone that have watched my videos, that have subbed. I really do appreciate it. But let's jump into this madness. I feel that some teams were snubbed, and they might have got it right for other teams, but this is my opinion. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Now, the first team I'm going to talk about is the Bills, the Buffalo Bills. Now, a lot of times we feel that the quarterback should be the X factor, but in this case, that's not true. I think Josh Allen had a decent year as a rookie, an okay year, nothing to be up in arms about or hyped about. But I do feel like they should have gave an X factor ability to LeSean McCoy. Now, I know that he's a veteran in the game. People may not look at him as an X factor, but he is a game changer. And I think they should have given him an X factor ability to separate himself because he is a dynamic running back in this game. Now, he may not put up the gaudy numbers all the time, but at the same time, he does deserve the X factor ability. And again, this is my opinion, no one else's. The second team on my list is the Cardinals. Now, when you look at the Cardinals, you know that they're rebuilding, you know that they're going through different things, changing coaches, everything of that nature, but we're focusing on the players. Larry Fitzgerald should have been an X factor, hands down, period. He has some of the best hands in the game, and I feel like he was truly snubbed in that aspect. David Johnson is a decent to pretty good running back now. I put him on the list just because he has been consistent in his role in the offense, playing running back and different things like that. So I do feel that he may have been snubbed on that, but that's just my opinion. Patrick Peterson, straight shutdown corner, guards the best receiver, in the game, every game. Too bad he has the PED thing that he's going through. Excuse me. But I do feel that he was a shutdown corner and he should have got the X Factor ability, period. My boy T-Sizzle, Terrell Suggs. I feel like Terrell should have been a pass rusher specialist. I mean, people look at him and they fear for their life, period. I don't care if you're a rookie or a veteran. This guy changes defenses, and I think he should have been an X Factor, period. Point blank, hands down, he should have been an X Factor. Next on my list is the Dolphins. They got it correct. I couldn't point out anybody on their team that they could have gave it to, could have looked over. It's a whole bunch of, I ain't gonna say nobodies because they made it to the NFL, but when you look at Madden and different things like that, nobody shoots off the screen or nobody pops in your head when you think of the Dolphins. So I do feel like they got it correct in regards to the Dolphins. Next team is the Lions, the Detroit Lions. I do felt they snubbed Matthew Stafford, Darius Slay Jr. Darius Slay led the NFL in interceptions last year. I feel that he was a premier corner, I think, but since his team was sorry, he did not get the love and support that he should have gotten if he was on some other team. So I do feel like they kind of snubbed both of them. I feel like maybe Stafford could have had the cannon arm or whatever ability it is to be a strong passer, throw the ball deep, because I do feel like he has a very strong arm. He may have been a gambler because he does throw a lot of interceptions, but he does throw a lot of passes, period, because his team is always down. So that's just my opinion. The Washington Redskins, this is where I kind of, was kind of shaky on because I picked Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne. Now, they didn't have like these amazing seasons, but they're defensive tackles. And very rare you get a defensive tackle or a nose guard that can change a game. Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald is a difference maker. He is a force, something that nobody probably has seen in a while. I think if you have to go back to somebody that dominant, Warren Sapp comes to mind, Reggie White, John Randall from the Vikings. These names pop up when you talk about Aaron Donald. That's how much of a freak of nature he is. But I do feel like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne should have been the X factors for the Washington Redskins, or even just one of them could have been, but that's just my opinion. And the Tennessee Titans. I looked at their roster and, I thought about the quarterback Marcus Mariota. I thought about Derrick Henry. But these guys, they make too many mistakes to be an X factor. Now, Derrick Henry did have a good year, but it didn't stand out amongst the Saquon Barkleys, the Alvin Kamara's, the Le'Veon Bells, even though Le'Veon didn't even play. Like, really think about that. Le'Veon wasn't even playing last year, but yet he was the most talked about player in the NFL. Just think about that. Think about the impact he brings to a team and to his team when he was on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, out of the Tennessee Titans, I do feel like they got it right. They didn't pick anybody. So, out of all the teams that do not have an X factor, I think the Dolphins and the Titans are the only two that should not have an X factor on their team. Everybody else should have been given an X factor. That's 6 teams. That's 6 teams without an X factor on their roster. That does not make sense. I mean, some of these teams, they're sorry. Well, I think all of them are sorry. But at the same time, that does not change that they have a superstar on their team in one position or another. But that is the end of the video. Thank you for listening to my commentary. I really do appreciate it. If there's anything I can do better, let me know. But I really wanted to put this out there, so you can understand where people are coming from, especially on their favorite teams. The Bills, the Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Lions, the Redskins, the Titans. Like, all these fan bases that play Madden do not have an X factor. So they're going to get beat. They're probably going to be the less used teams on the game. And I wonder, and this is the last point I'm going to make, I do wonder how X factors will transfer over to Mud. I really want to know how it will transfer to Mud. But that's my question for today. How do you feel X Factor's abilities will transfer over to Mud? Will it be in Mud? Will it not be in Mud? Don't know, but we shall see. Thank you for all the love and support again. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. I will be dropping a 2K video in the upcoming days. I really just want to get the video so it's really informational, a lot of information in it that can help you if you want to buy the game, if you want to pass on the game, you want to choose live, whatever you want to do. I just want to help the consumer make the right decision. But again, it's your boy Lightwork. I am out. Peace.